you look at that? Lives lie in ruins, and you can work on your latest lip gloss. That's admirable.
Kendall's not here.
I'm not here for Kendall. I'm here for the hand that really rocks the cradle.
What's on your mind?
I've seen your future, Greenlee. You're not gonna like it.
You're kind of overdressed for this pickup joint, aren't you?
Kendall, bite it back.
Tag sale reject you got on.
You know what? How is it possible? 9 glorious Julius Santos for years, and now you pop up and you're just everywhere. You hit on Zach, now Ryan.
Kendall, it's not like that.
Ryan belongs to Greenlee, you desperate little skank.
Kendall, stop it. Not in your condition. Condition? What condition?
You're dead, Lavery. That means Kendall's business is none of yours.
Kendall, are you okay? What condition is JR talking about?
There's no branches handy here, but I could definitely grab that baseball bat behind the bar if you don't knock it off.
Don't push your luck, JR. One free shot is all you get.
You two can get all macho. For Kendall, I'm gonna hurry.
And I'm the one who's sick here. It's your fault, Ryan. I come in and you're all over that. I mean, I know Greenlee is a little extreme right now, but at least she doesn't carry a gun and try to get men killed. Ryan, you cannot give up on her.
Okay, Kendall, just take it easy. I know Greenlee is your best friend and you have her back and everything, and I appreciate that, but there is nothing going on between me and Julie, all right? It was just a, I don't know, friendly connection, if you want to call it.
When Ryan is ready to move on, you can be first in line to gobble him up. I'll find my friend somewhere else.
You do that. Oh, and just wait for the ink to dry on my divorce before you have my husband on his desk. You don't want to stay in your little party dress there.
You wishing it was your lips that Zach made sizzle?
Not hardly.
Okay, you two, just stop.
Kendall, you can't get a man to love you. That is sad, but it's so not my fault. Bye, Ryan. It's nice chatting with you.
Stay away from him! Slut.
You're in trouble, Greenlee.
Go writing your chains in someone else's face. Take my future one day at a time.
Spoken like someone who changes things to suit herself. Well, you can't change this.
What's your problem?
Kendall is divorcing me.
Well, hip, hip, hooray, and hallelujah. My girlfriend's finally come to her senses.
Your sense?
Yeah. I told her to divorce you the minute you tricked her into that wedding/business merger.
So you think a pregnant woman with a mother who is impossible at the best at times should go through this alone? Who's going to look after Kendall?
I will. Along with Erica and Jack and the rest of the family.
And, of course, Ryan. Once he finds out about the child, I'm sure he wants to be part of it.
I'm divorcing Ryan, too. He'll have no reason to stick around.
You're going to send him packing without telling him he's going to be a dad?
That's my plan, and I'm sticking to it.
It's a big mistake. You're going to ruin 3 lives. His, yours, and that of an unborn child.
The last time I told Ryan I was pregnant, he ran out of here. He chose not to make a wonderful life with his wife and child.
According to Ryan, he's a changed man. Let him choose again.
Too risky.
For whom?
For anyone who believes a word out of his lying mouth.
So your brilliant decision is to reject him before he can once again reject you.
Look at you, Zach. You're walking proof that a man with a hate-on for himself shouldn't be a daddy.
You're not wrong.
Then why are you pushing me to tell Ryan?
Because he's your baby's father. Keeping it a secret doesn't change that.
Who do you think you are? You kept Ryan's secret, and now you're signing him up for diaper duty and daddy and me classes? Do me a favor. Pretend I'm Kendall and ignore me.
What about Kendall? With Ryan out of the picture, what happens to her? What if you decide you don't want a piece of Ryan to hold on to? What if you're the one that walks out and wants to get a quart of milk and doesn't come back? What happens to Kendall and her fatherless child?
It's my child, and I won't abandon it. As soon as that baby is born and she hands him over to me, she's free and clear.
If everything works out the way you planned, what if it doesn't? Life is full of surprises.
Maybe I should go after Julia, see if I can run her over in the parking lot.
Look, Zach, your white knight is off the case. I signed on as your new armor, but you gotta help me. Put cat fights on your thing not to do while you're pregnant list.
I know, I'm sorry. Julia drives me crazy.
Oh, forget about her. Just think about the baby.
Right. Baby. I gotta go talk to Ryan.
Right, hey. You really feel safer around that guy?
Well, I'd feel safer if you weren't around trying to take him off.
All right. I'm gonna go for a refill. You shout if you need anything.
Yes, of course I will. Just, can you keep the baseball bat behind the bar, please?
This round's on me. Cosmo still your drink?
It's a little early for that. Ryan, there's something serious that we have to talk about.
Is that what JR was talking about your condition? Talk to me, Kendall. Hey, if there's something going on with you, I want to know what it is.
My condition. I'm stressed. JR knows I'm kind of raw because I just told Zach that I want a divorce.
Well, no love lost there.
Nope. No love lost.
Divorce. Seems to be a lot of that going around.
I know Ryan's hurt you, but don't take that hurt and put it on the child, and don't hide the baby from him. And you saw what happened to me and my son. I've lived this.
I will never mess up my child the way you messed up Ethan.
You think I had a choice?
Yes, I do. We all make choices. I've made mine.
And all choices have consequences. That doesn't scare you?
What scares me is that you still think any of this is your business.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just shut up for 1 minute and sit down? Please? My past could be your future. And you don't want any of that. Trust me. The fact is, my son was kept from me for a very long time. If I'd known at 18 that I had a kid,
You would have run for the hills.
I would have found the girl and married her. And I would have taken her and Ethan, and we would have had a life together somewhere. Would have been completely different. You know, I wouldn't have to stage my own fatal car crash, and there wouldn't have been a Zach Slater. I think you'd agree with everybody else that that would be a very good thing. But I was cheated out of knowing my son. And that changed everything. And by the time he found me, there was no Alexander Cambius Jr. The only thing that was left was Zach Slater. Cold and hard and buried in secrets. I don't know, I guess I figured he was better off not knowing where he came from. Kind of like what you're doing right now. And didn't my plan to keep my son in the dark work out well? Truth came out anyway, and I never had a chance to be a dad. Never had a chance to give my life over and to wish more for my son than I ever wanted for myself. And in one final tragic effort to save my son from me, I denied him. I denied my own son. So, tell me, Greenlee, what is it you're gonna do? What are you gonna do when your child finds out that the father is alive and wants to go searching for him? What is it you're gonna do? 'Cause that day will come, believe me. And that will change your lives forever.
My father's right.
Greenlee and I are officially a divorce in progress.
No, Ryan, you just got back to town. What the hell was the rush? You said that you were going to hear her out.
I should have told her about Jonathan in the hospital, and right before I was going to tell her, he called and freaked her out, and she signed off on the divorce papers.
God, is it my fault because I told you to hold off?
No, it's not your fault. It's completely my fault. I mean, you've done everything you could possibly do.
Well, now what?
Now I'm going to help Jonathan turn himself into the Pine Valley DA's office. You know, as soon as Olivia gets this legal stuff all settled, and if Greenlee still doesn't want me, then goodbye, Mr. and Mrs. Lavery.
Ryan, you adore that woman. Could you honestly just give up on Greenlee?
It's not about giving up, Kendall. It's about giving her what she wants. Why is it so important to you that Greenlee and I get back together?
I want you and Greenlee together because you're the top of the love pyramid. I mean, you're the Everest of romance. I've never even come close to having what you and Greenlee have together. You give me hope that it's out there waiting for me because you found it. And if I'm lucky, maybe someday I'll find something even half as amazing.
I hope you find it all, Kendall.
Then why are you killing the dream? I mean, it's bad enough that Greenlee wants to end your marriage, but watching you just let it all happen and throw it all away? And, God, Brian, what about when you're gone? You think I want to spend the rest of my life listening to Greenlee complain there will never be another you? And she'll mean that in a good way. Her jumping on this divorce is it's typical Greenlee. It's impulsive, it's pig-headed, and it's wrong. But watching you sit back and letting it happen is just as wrong.
I love that you love us. But you don't have to get in the middle of this mess anymore. You deserve a love all your own.
Ryan, if you only knew.
Knew what? Tell me.
I didn't know we had an audience.
Yeah, we could tell.
So how long were you,
Long enough. I knew, or I always felt that something was off between me and my parents. People can say that you can't miss what you don't know, but that's not true. I desperately wanted my real father, without even knowing it. When I was little, I would imagine these pirates would come to my house and they would kidnap me, and that I would escape and find the life that was meant for me because I knew that something was missing. But the pirates never came to my door, Greenlee. Now, I'm not clear on how Ryan came to have a child, but speaking as a son who didn't get to grow up with his father, every child needs to know his dad. The good and the bad. It is all up to you. But trust me, Greenlee, your child needs more and wants more than you can imagine.
I feel weird talking to you about this.
Well, then just pretend I'm somebody else.
That'd be a neat trick if I could pull that off.
Try it. I mean, I've been so wrapped up in everything with Greenlee.
Yeah, wow, what a coincidence. So have I.
So talk to me.
It's fine. Just know that it's not over, and please promise me you will not bike out of town yet.
Not without saying goodbye.
Okay, you also have to promise me that despite this whole divorce thing, that you'll give Greenlee another chance.
I'll give her as many chances as she wants.
Good. She'll want one. I'll make sure of it.
It's not my place to tell Ryan anything.
Big decision, Greenlee.
But don't think that you can give everything to your child without giving him answers. Even with Kendall and your family's help. Don't leave your child and Ryan to find each other too late without a shot in hell of knowing each other.
You cut Ryan out of this, you're gonna leave your child with enough potential hatred to last a whole lifetime. Just tell him.
Am I interrupting?
No, we're done.
I'm gonna go too.
Ethan?
I'll call you.
So, did Zach get to you?
Ethan and Zach.
Did they change your mind? Let's go tell Ryan he's having a baby right now.